Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterback. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running is Swift. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, the ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he'll he'll take this one down near the 15. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talked about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. He'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second
down, Stidham to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Sheldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run the counter. Sheldon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titan 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
From the gun, it's Stidham. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy looking up into the lights, and he moves it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So we are halfway through. And now, due to a pair of time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Stidham from the shotgun. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's time. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got his man. That's Wallace.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And again this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Falcons 10.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again.
How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, Sean had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stidham. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On second down now, Sheldon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Play fake. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and
8. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
He's able to find Wallace. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He gets 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Stidham from down around his goal line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 3.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Could just sit on it here. Could they had to throw the ball on 3rd down? Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Stidham on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run the counter. It's Duncan. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much, even run steps enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on first down. Sheldon, just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Sheldon, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. All runs Titans on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute